When we come back, we get into tennis. The U.S. Open starts on Monday, and a lot of questions are out there. No Serena Williams. Can Federer be king again on this hard surface? Wanted to have a former U.S. Open champion in to break it down. That would be Ken Flach, who's joining us in studio. And I guess, Ken, when people come up and they want to brag about what they did or whatever, you can just kind of fire back and go, 6 Grand Slam titles. Chew on that, huh?
Yeah, that, and I really hate snakes.
Ken Flach talking tennis, maybe snakes, when we return. Ken Flach made a name for himself as one of the top doubles tennis players in the world. Here he is winning the 1993 U.S. Open en route to a total of 6 Grand Slam titles. And today, Flach is the director of tennis at Rolling Hills Country Club in Nevada, where he gives back some of his tennis wisdom to the Marin County youngsters. And with the U.S. Open starting Monday, we decided to have Ken on to ask him if this tournament can thrive without the likes of Serena Williams, and can Roger Federer get his mojo back. We appreciate you joining us in studio. And just right off the top, how about Federer? Can he get the magic back? Because that U.S. Open, that was his thing. Right.
Well, you know, the court really favors him. He had a good showing in Cincinnati, the ATP Championships, which is the biggest hard court warm-up to the U.S. Open. So having just only won the Australian Open and then the Cincinnati, I think Roger's in really good form. Plus, he signed on my old doubles partner, Paul Annacone.
Okay.
We played together throughout the juniors, won the Orange Bowl together. And Paul's a serve and volleyer, a very aggressive player. He coached Sampras for years, so I think he's going to add a little bit of an element of aggressiveness to Roger's game, which should really benefit him.
And on the other side of the bracket is Rafael Nadal, and here's a guy, he's got a chance to win the career Grand Slam, right?
Yeah, and you know, there's some similarities obviously with Bjorn Borg and winning 5 French Opens in a row, and now here's Rafa not winning the U.S. Open yet. That's the one title that he's really searching for. There's always a little bit of you can't want it too much. You got to have it in perspective, and I wonder if Rafa might just tighten up a little bit, being that this is a title that he's never achieved and he wants it so badly. And then you've got Andy Murray, waiting in the wings after he
dark horse.
Yes, in Toronto, the Canadian Open, Andy took out both Federer and Nadal, and here's a guy that everybody's saying could be the #1 player in the world soon at some point in his career. He's 23, he's still young, so it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a really great fortnight.
Now on the women's side, we got about a minute left. I have to ask you about the bin gun that's not there. Serena Williams has got the injured foot. How much does the tournament miss that?
To be honest with you, Vern, I've really never paid attention to women's tennis since Anna Kournikova retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. Obviously Serena will be missed. There's always that element of what's she going to do. Obviously she's charismatic and she's a great player, probably the best female player of all time. You got the great story though of Kim Clijsters with the comeback and winning it last year. I think Clijsters will defend her title. I really do. But you got Sharapova, Maria Sharapova. Has had a good summer. She's put in a lot of matches.
And and one of the great grunters of all time. In fact, here they are to take us up and close the show.
Man,
how about grunting to end the show? Hey, thanks so much for a few minutes, man.
How about fingernails on a chalkboard?
Woo!
Bring back the plane.
Venus Williams.